Welcome back in, ladies and gents. That's how I'm feeling. We got the 2UZ swap. Then we have the 2UZ, we have the transmission, but now we have a gas tank.
Hey Mom, look, the boys are back in town.
So the last gas tank, I will put up a clip of what we found when we removed it. It's not looking all that great. eBay or Amazon, I think it's like 200, I want to say like 220. Fuel tank, fuel sending unit, fuel pump, 225 to something like that. Actually like came like pretty decent material. I was kind of surprised, to be honest with you. Last one, we're gonna travel outside. There it is. Hey, last one. She got a little nasty. Inside of the tank looks just like this. Yeah, looks really freaking nasty. So I think I'm gonna pull that plug off of there. I'm gonna pull this and put it inside. This tank is going to go into the scrap metal pile with that, a bad jack pump, that, some rotors. But on today's episode, we are going to be rebuilding the new one, putting it back up underneath the truck where it belongs, over yonder, and maybe getting some fuel to this thing. That'd be freaking cool. All right, so here we have the tank, pump, all the goodies. This is gonna be our new one. It's gonna be our power wire to our fuel sender. That's gonna be the ground for it. And of course, this is gonna be the plug that goes into the actual body harness. Got the filter here. We have the pump here. Got some clamps. And the pump is going to sit right here on the bottom on this rubber grommet. And it looks like it just slides into place right there. Nope. Got that rubber there. Rubber off the bottom of that there. We're gonna slide this sucker out. Put that trash right there. There is a tiny little washer in here, so I'm guessing, oh, yep, look at that. Little spot for it to sit. And we're just ever so delicately going to pull that out. So there's that little washer. No other screws in there. Seems simple enough. Looks like we're going to slide over that, just like so. And give it a good push on there. Yep, just like so. So you're gonna slide right down in there. Give it a good push. Make sure everything's sitting where she needs to sit. We're all the way over, so kind of catching right there on the other side. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but as far as it wants to go on. So I'm actually going to pull this rubber grommet off. As you can see, it's got the seating position right there and there. Pretty snazzy. And then that's just going to prop right onto there. And it fits perfectly over that. Why don't you just look at it like a glove. So that seals that. So we do need to go down a little bit more with it. Somehow, some way, it must be done. Because it's not seating all the way. Right there. So. It was just that one little plastic piece. It's getting hung up on the side. You can see the indentation. So what I'm going to do is actually trim this back a little bit. Can't tell. I don't know if you can see right in there where that little indentation is exactly where it's hitting. So we're just going to take our knife, do a little carve. I took out just a little indentation right there, enough to let it sit down a little bit better. Because we want to make sure that this is seated properly. That way we get the right fuel rates. So that will slide on. Just like so. Oh yeah, a lot better of a fitment. A lot better of a fitment with that, just that little tiny little spot that was hung up. Go around. Yep, there we go. That is good looking. Good looking. Give it one more press. All right. So this gets pulled off. That goes right up in there. Oh, this is going to be. It should sit actually like so, which means this one right here, if I'm looking at my old one, will be the ground wire. Oop, oop, oop. About forgot my clamps. Can't be doing all that now. We're going to slide our clamps right up on there. Facing screw out. We're going to get that up in here. I've got a little bit ways to go. A little bit more to go. Okay, we got it sitting down where it needs to be. I just went ahead and hooked up power and ground. Still gotta tighten them down. Still gotta tighten down this hose clamp here. Had to cut about a 1/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch off of the nose, off of the hose, because it just was too long. That should be ready to rock and roll. Like I said, I gotta tighten that down, throw the gasket on. This actually kit comes with bolts ready to go on in. Still need to pull the other sensor out of float sensor out of the other tank. If I can try to save it, I am, but I need to get my eyes on it, see what it looks like. If not, I need to order a new one and install it. It's ready to go. That's almost ready to go. Let's get the other one in. Let's see what the other one looks like. Maybe get it in. Maybe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. We got everything in where it should be. It's pretty light, so I'm just gonna try to pick it up and put it up in there. We gotta attach all of our hoses and all of our electrical. But first we gotta wrestle that thing up in there. So give me just a minute, get y'all on time lapse. All I'm gonna be doing is I got 3 bolts here, 3 bolts here. We're gonna get it up there, and then we're gonna go from the top and start attaching stuff. So I'll meet y'all at the top. So as I was going to install, this needs to be cut up to here, and either cut all the way or snapped off to make sure that it clears how it should. So I'll grind that down and then meet y'all back underneath the truck.
Filler next.
Oh, you heard it from Tanner live. Got the boys over tonight. We're working on getting this fuel tank in. Got the bolts threaded. Just got to tighten them in. And then I got 2 up there. I gotta get another screw for that. I gotta sneeze. Got the fuel filler neck up there. We're gonna run the plugs back up there, get everything connected on the top end, and we should be good to rock and roll with some fuel. Of course, we're not gonna fill this up anytime soon, because I still gotta get some parts in order to make sure that fuel is running. But first I gotta make sure it turns over. Da-da-da-da-da. Tanner's tightening up the top, filler neck, breather tube, all the plugs and wiring and everything. So that gives us a new fuel tank, because the other one was completely trashed.
What size fitting is this? 17? 16? 12? 4? 2? 1? 8?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's a great question. Let's go find out. Well, as it slowly falls and looks like it is absolutely falling apart in here, it does have a new fuel system. So, we have driveline, new fuel system. Now we just gotta figure out the wiring, get that taken care of, put a key in it, maybe start it. That'd be great. But we'll see on the next time of Shag Shop. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all in the next episode.